From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live at 3.
Welcome back. We've been telling you all about the big eclipse happening here coming up in a couple of months. On April 8th, the moon will be completely covering the sun, and today we're learning about the history of a solar eclipse. Well, joining us now is Dr. Thomas, a professor of anthropology at UT Tyler. Thank you so much for being here.
You're welcome. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. So people are getting really excited about this solar eclipse coming up. So
yeah, isn't that fun?
Yeah, I'm excited for it too. So just talk about how the ancient people kind of dealt with these type of things back in the day.
When you think about how the ancient people dealt with it, you got to think about how they experienced it. We're getting excited. It's 6 or 8 weeks off. We know what time of day it's going to happen. We have thousands of people coming here to join us to see this. Ancient people didn't have that. They didn't know it was coming. They knew the sun came up every day. They knew it was warm in the middle of the afternoon. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it gets dark. It gets dark and it gets cold. And when you think of the sun as your the father of your greatest goddess, or you think of the sun as the attached to your king like the Maya did, and all of a sudden the sun is gone in the middle of the day. So ancient people were so surprised by this, they had to really restructure themselves. Their whole balance would have been taken off. So people like the Navajo today, most of them will not go outside during the eclipse. There was an eclipse there about 4 or 5 months ago, and everyone stayed inside. The newspaper said, "Stay inside, there's an eclipse." They're not afraid of it. They're perfectly normal people, but their belief system is that their world's about to be upended that day. It's a very, very unlucky day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And so is some of those ancient cultures have any ties to East Texas?
Well, sure. We forget that for hundreds of years before we got here, before Europeans got here, there were thousands and thousands of Caddo Native Americans here. Today there's 6,000 of them. They live in Oklahoma, and they the sun is part of their deity system. Most of them actually Christian now, but they remember it, they know it, they talk about it. And when the sun goes away, that's a really important moment and cause for thinking and considering your place in the world.
Yes, sir. And so you were mentioning about their culture is about the sun and everything. So why do they react that way? Because just because the sun was blocked.
Well, again, imagine what it would just feel like if you didn't know this was coming. We're anticipating it. But if you're just going about your day's business and you know the sun is at 12:30 going to be the hottest all day, and all of a sudden it's not, and it goes away, and everything changes. You didn't know we circled the sun. You didn't know the moon circled us. All you knew is everything you regarded as stable was suddenly not.
Yes, sir. And
That's
so is there
pretty
anything,
shocking.
Yeah, I bet I'd probably be scared too if I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah, exactly.
But is there anything that was left behind by them that we can study and learn about?
About eclipses, really very little. About solstices and things like that, there's a huge amount of material left behind. At a site in central Texas, there's it's located on a painted area on a rock in a place called Paint Rock, by a town called Paint Rock, and there's a dagger of the sun that goes right through the heart of this emblem every solstice. And the Maya built huge buildings to celebrate solstices. So yes, there's a lot there.
Yes, sir. Is there any other cool factors you'd like to share about ancient cultures and eclipses?
I can't share much more about eclipses, but what I always think about is we forget about our friends, the Caddo people. The Caddo people are mostly in Oklahoma these days, and they were the people here in Smith County before we got here, and they're magnificent artists. They're wonderful human beings. Many of our friends are Caddo, and we're glad to have them part of our world, and that benefits us as well as them.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for coming in, Professor, and giving us a little bit of history about eclipses and the people that were here before us and how they kind of dealt with that.